So we were talking about before being isolated.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the name of an incubator is an isolate when your baby is in the NICU, right? Ironically, yeah. And yes, of course, your baby's isolated on purpose from the germs. But what ends up happening is that you, as the parent, are isolated. First and foremost, you're isolated from your baby, which is excruciating because you can't, in some cases, touch or hold or participate in any care sessions. You can't mother your own baby. You have to ask a nurse, can I touch the baby? Can I speak to, can I talk to the baby? Can I help you change a diaper? Can I do this? It's your baby. Your baby's crying and you can't just pick up your baby. And you can't be the source of nutrition, comfort. You can't do any of those things. So you feel like a failure right away. And you're also likely recovering from some type of traumatic birth in any capacity. So you're feeling that your body failed you. You couldn't stay pregnant. You couldn't do this right. Or maybe I did this or ate this or did something. And I'm the reason why my baby is sitting here. And now I can't mother my baby. I really, really struggled with that. And maybe because I had 3 other little kids, but I knew it was supposed to happen. I knew at least, that fairy tale image of you get to hold your baby right away. You get to feed your baby when they are, hungry. You get to do this. You get to hold. And it wasn't like that whatsoever. So you're isolated from the beginning.
Totally.
And then what I noticed, and it took me almost 2 years to realize it, the worst part of the postpartum period for me was when my daughter came home from the NICU. It was isolating in the hospital and it was excruciating. But when you're home, you're alone. And even if you have the best support system around you, you're still stuck in your home. You're not able to go out when you feel like it or go out for coffee or go get your nails done or even just go to a store, especially if your baby has equipment or has medical needs, can't be around a lot of germs. And I really was depressed and I didn't notice it. I had never struggled with any kind of depression before. I mean, here and there, breakup or something, but nothing like really, nothing like that. And I think the worst part for me was that I wasn't warned about it. I wasn't educated. I didn't know. Why am I angry every single day? She's here and you'll get comments like, well, she's here and she's happy and she's alive. Why aren't you happy?
Right.
What are all the things that we went through and didn't deal with? And I was very depressed and I would smile for my other kids. And when they went to bed, I would lose it. In fact, I put a bed in my daughter's room in the nursery and I stayed there for months. I didn't leave her side at night. I was so afraid she would stop breathing or choke, or I was feeling guilty that I wasn't able to be with her all the time and from the beginning, that I had to make up for it and there's a million other thoughts. But the postpartum period after she was home, so it was month 5, month 6, month 7, month 8, that's when I felt it. When some people are healing and feeling better, I was getting worse. And I said it. I mean, I think it took 2 years for me to feel better. And what worked for me was writing. And I'd never been a writer, but I really had no other outlet. I had no one to really talk to about it that understood, or I wasn't willing to, probably is the case, talk to people about it. I wasn't good at asking for help. I handle everything. And so it was no different. Yeah. And I had to handle it myself. And how dare I feel bad feelings when my daughter is home and she's happy and she's healthy and I'm healing. What's wrong? Right. So I would write and write about everything. And for me, not only did I start to feel better, as my free therapy is what I say to everybody, but it turned into a beautiful book that I wrote called From Home to Joy, and about my story and my pregnancy and her first year of life. And I ended at her first year of life because it took that full year, even though she was only in the hospital for 4 months, for me to even get my thoughts together a little bit.